the reasons why I believe that I wasn't making like the wisest decisions and so forth because of what I was on and so forth. Hold on, one moment, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Thanks. So, and that's one of the reasons why I wasn't making those wise decisions. Like, as far as dealing with a whole lot of wealth, the riches and all that stuff. Um, just doing, yeah, I made investments, and made money off of it. Also, then lost a lot off of it as well. And also, just throwing money out like left and right to folks who really didn't even deserve it. They was just around me for my income, for what they can gain off of me. And I wasn't using discernment to, like know the difference of who is really real and who is fake. Like, I wasn't using that really, like, necessarily. And it's like at the end of the day, they, like ran off with everything. Used me to the fullest. Till I couldn't be used anymore. Once I started saying no, that's when folks was upset and mad, and they called me bad. They called me this. They called me every name in a book but the child of God. I'll tell you this. And also, it just made me angry. It made me angry, and I went to God, got on my knees and begged for mercy and forgiveness. I asked him to remove all those forces, all of those people, places, and things away, even if it's taking my 6 to 7 figures consistently away. Because I don't need anything to distract me from him, from his love. I want to be made whole. And so, yeah, those prayers were answered. However, I did not know that certain people who was in my life, I still had that covering over my eyes. I did not know until God revealed to me that those were wolves in sheep clothing as well. And it did not matter about those folks being my blood family, my friends that I grew up with, my co-workers, my business partners, my investment partners, the folks who I dealt with in church. Any of that, like, it did not matter. He stripped them, stripped it, and showed me. And so I'm like, okay, God, I understand. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But as I also continue, like, on this journey, like right now, literally right now, I tend to see that I know that I'm not alone because Jesus is always with me. But I am still walking this journey alone. If you get what I'm saying. If you don't get what I'm saying, that's okay too. Maybe one day you will. And it's just like, look, we gon' read the definition of discernment, what discernment means. So, having discernment means possessing the ability to make wise judgments, right? See nuances and distinguish between different options, often by using keen insight, experience, and reflection to understand what is truly valuable or right. Separating good from better or truth from deception, especially in complex or unclear situations. Again, it is more than intelligence. It involves deep perception, moral understanding, and the wisdom to choose the best path. And that's what I mean by not making the wisest decisions. When I had all of these folks surrounding me, it was like a battlefield, like a demon battlefield or so. I don't know how I can explain it, but that's basically how I felt it was, and it made me angry. And I knew that I needed more from God. It was not the money. It was not the people, the places. It was none of that. I needed more guidance. I needed more discernment. I needed the ability to make the right decisions, to let him lead my path. See, it seems like that at that moment, yeah, I always stated that God take the wheel. However, it seems like that I was not allowing God to be the head of my life. I was allowing him to possibly be my legs, walk me through, instead of being the head. And that's where a lot of people go wrong at. They may want you, they calling out for God, but you're not allowing him to take charge all the way 100%. Instead, you want him to be another body part, not the head. You know? And if he can't be the head, you're gonna be led to just destruction. And so as he is continuing to walk my path by being the head of my life, right now, I give him all 100%. I feel so much better that there's no like big distractions in my life. And I know that this road is not easy. Better believe it. It's not easy, but it is much better, much comforting to allow him to walk you and lead you than you doing it on your own, or that you allowing those people, places, and things to be the head. That's the devil. You cannot serve God and the devil at the same time. It's either way. You gonna serve God or you gonna serve the devil. And I know that my light is irritating so many demons. I know it is. Because I could still see to this day that people, places, and things are still falling off. That no longer means value to my life anymore that has distracted me from my journey, my walk with God. And yes, at times it does get a little lonely. But deep down inside, I know that He's still moving. And I know I serve a good God. And He's never left nor forsaken me at all, or you. And yes, I'm telling my story so that it's comforting for myself. Also, I know that it can help someone else. Continue taking that walk with God and allow Him to be the head, not the tail. The head, not the legs, not the stomach, not the behind, not the breast, not none of that. The head of all. And He will open your eyes just like He done opened up my eyes. See, it seems like my eyes was closed for a while. But now I'm open. I'm woke. I've been awakened. Again, anyways. And just understand that you could be smart with the best GPA, making the dean's list. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but whatever, however many times. Whatever title you may have, it does not matter. If you do not have the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and discernment from the Lord, you will be nothing. It ain't gonna fall down. You gonna serve that instead of God. Just like sugar and salt look the same. Anywho, I think that this is enough for this topic at this moment, I believe. But who knows? Might come back up. Might come back. So I'm going to continue to allow the Holy Spirit to speak and lead. I feel as if I'm getting so much closer and closer to the Lord. And my main goal is to continue serving Him and not serve others, other places, things, and people. Yeah. I just feel as if when I was using the improper, like poor discernment, I was seeing things in black and white. You know, black and white lenses. Seeing everything in an oversimplified way. And so you definitely understand who is real and who is fake, because once you just said no to things, or once you don't have what you used to have, and those same people who was there with you when you had everything, as you per se, they tend to fall off and they tend to slither on to the next. And the ones who were really real, they tend to stick with you. They stick by you. They're true to the end. And you look around, you still see them. Because God already knew. So use discernment. Pray for more discernment so that you can make the wisest decisions and not be played. Okay? Peace, peace.